Hello, my name is Emma, and today I'm going to be talking about why I love BookTube. Basically, two things have happened recently regarding my channel that have made me really just want to reflect on my experience as a booktuber and why I love this community and making BookTube videos. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I'm going to be talking about all of these things while doing my makeup, as so many of you guys are always requesting makeup videos from me. It's gonna be a chit-chatty, get ready with me, and I hope you are excited. But before I jump into all of that, I'd like to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, which is Cureology. Cureology is a cruelty-free and vegan skincare brand that is customized for your individual skin's needs. It is really easy to sign up. All you have to do is upload selfies of your current skin to their website, and they will match you with a licensed skincare provider who will create a skincare plan for you that gets delivered right to your door. You can also message your provider with any questions and tweak your products at any time. You guys have been asking me increasingly lately to drop my skincare routine, and it's Cureology. I have been using it since November of 2019, and I genuinely have never felt more confident in my skin. I use their cleanser and moisturizer twice a day, and at night before bed, I use my custom formula that is made specifically for my skin. And I especially love that with me being happier than I ever have been with my skin, my entire routine only takes me 2 minutes to complete. Now, I have been blessed with really great skin for my entire life. I've never suffered from severe acne, but I do get the occasional breakout, and they've never disappeared faster since I started using Cureology. Something I've always personally been concerned about is general discoloration, but Cureology has worked so well to treat that I don't even feel like I need to wear concealer to go out of the house anymore. I actually really like the way my skin looks without any makeup whatsoever, and that's a total first for me. Because I have had such a great experience with Cureology thus far, there is a link in the description where you guys can try Cureology for 1 month free. Just pay $4.95 for shipping and handling. I absolutely plan on continuing to use Cureology, and so if you guys are interested in checking out a more personalized skincare experience, as well as simultaneously supporting this channel, I really recommend you check them out. Alrighty, so first let's talk about those two things that have made me want to make this video. First up is that I just recently passed my 6th-year BookTube anniversary. I believe it's on January 27th. That's the anniversary of when I posted my first BookTube video, and that is something that is so exciting to me. At that time, I never imagined that I would still be making BookTube videos today, let alone be where I am in the BookTube community. So just first off, many thanks to everyone that has supported me throughout the years. I'm really, really grateful for this community, and we'll get into that a bit later. But the big change that recently occurred regarding my BookTube channel is that I just quit my part-time job in order to pursue BookTube full-time while finishing my master's degree. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting and scary to say. I do kind of want to make like a whole BookTubing 101 episode on like what my life has been like with BookTube being my job, but I do kind of want to just briefly explain what brought about this change. To give you a breakdown of what my life has been like for the last 2 months, I have been working 20 hours a week unpaid as a part of my graduate assistantship and my counseling internship. And that is on top of being a student, on top of working part-time, on top of BookTube, and on top of having a social life and like being able to take care of myself physically and mentally and do everything else that I have to function. You could say it's been a lot. And I really felt like I was in a position where I had to choose between either giving up something I love so dearly in order to do something I don't care about and have no opportunity for growth with, or I could take a risk, pursue something I'm passionate about that also gives me the opportunity to build myself up and also make a difference. So yeah, I quit my job, and starting March 1st, I am a full-time booktuber. It's honestly so exciting because I'm just feeling so reinvigorated to make content and to produce videos that I've been trying and planning to make for years, and I now have the time to develop. On the other hand, it is also terrifying as I'm taking a really massive pay cut, and I have to make some serious life changes in order to accommodate this new lifestyle. And also, I'm so much more self-reliant on myself than I ever have been before. But I'm gonna try and make it work, and we're gonna see where this goes. And overall, I'm really looking forward to this experience. So yeah, I basically gave my notice like 2 days after my 6th-year booktube anniversary, and to sort of tie these two things together, like, I'm just so incredibly thankful because it is your support that has afforded me this opportunity, and I could not be more grateful. So now let's start talking about why I love booktube and have decided to make it an even bigger part of my life. So the first thing I love about booktube is that it really gave me the opportunity to find my voice and confidence in myself. Whether you've been following me for this long, you've probably heard the story of how I started booktube when I was in high school, and it was mainly because I had no real friends to hang out with or talk to, and I especially just wanted to connect with people about literature. You know, I had just found this outlet that allowed me to be creative and passionate and talk about the things that I deeply cared about. Booktube has always been and will always be my space to be myself. And at the time, that was something I really needed. I started my channel because I just wanted a place to like shout into the void about the books I loved and the characters that I wanted to be friends with. And that was really enough for me. But then people started listening, and it took on this whole other role in my self-confidence. So much of my self-growth and identity development has happened like on this channel and as a part of this channel. And also the fact that I'm able to touch people globally and connect with readers and other book lovers literally all across the world. Knowing that like I have the power to make somebody's day by giving them a video to watch that they'll really enjoy, or a book recommendation that will change their life. And also having the space to be vulnerable and share deep parts of myself, and then have other people resonate with what I'm saying or what I've been through. As much as you guys say that I've touched your lives, you guys have touched mine as well. And I just do not believe, I'm firmly confident that I would not have the level of self-esteem or the congruence within myself if it wasn't for this channel. So yeah, just like at an overall level, booktube has really shaped me into the person I am today. And I would not have changed the last 6 years in the way that booktube has influenced my life for anything. So the next thing that I love about booktube, I obviously love making videos. Video making is something that I'm now realizing has been a pretty consistent part of my life. My family was big on making home movies when we were younger, and when I was in like elementary school and middle school with my friends, we would always be recording dumb little videos and sketches and whatnot. And then starting in middle school, I had my very first YouTube channel where I made music videos. You guys might be familiar with that time. And then when it came to finding a platform or a medium to talk about books and be creative, I once again chose videos. Making booktube videos has always been fun for me. Like, sure, there have definitely been videos that were a lot of work and especially were like super strenuous to film or edit. I always get asked what my favorite video to film is, and I have like so many different answers. Something I really started falling in love with in 2017 was monthly reading wrap-ups, or just like reading wrap-ups in general. I love it because it's literally just a bunch of book reviews of all the books that I've recently read, and I really get to share my thoughts and perspectives and interpretations of the story. I really love coming up with like cool creative ways to do book recommendations. Like some of my favorite videos that I've ever filmed have been things like books based off of my teenage phases. I think I just like talking about books in creative ways in general, like doing the book shopping challenges that I do with Michael. Those are always such a blast to film. My video reading City of Bones in 6 languages, that was so much fun to film. Like I genuinely get so much joy out of the process of filming and talking about these books. And then I also truly love watching them come together while I edit. I feel like this is a very polarizing opinion, but I also genuinely love filming book hauls. It has nothing to do with the process of buying books or collecting books, but I just genuinely love talking about books before I read them. There's just something so innocent in the excitement and your expectations that you can't get after reading a book. And also, I think they're super valuable to the community because typically anyone can watch watch them, and you're just getting a barrage of different book recommendations that someone you like is interested in. I feel like there's also been a sort of like resurgence in bookshelf challenge videos where people are like looking for books on their bookshelves. That's essentially what like I started my booktube channel on, tags and challenges, and I've loved having them introduced more into the community again because they're just fun. Like, while it's great and all to have these profound thoughts about books and share them with the world, booktube can also be just like lighthearted and meaningless and fun. And I feel like those types of challenge videos really capture that. But yeah, another reason why I love booktube is just that I love creating content, and I have so many ideas upcoming now that I'm able to really put my energy into booktube the way I have always wanted to, and I just can't wait to see them come to life. What I feel ties so much of this video together, because it is like integral to my experience as a booktuber, and that is the friends that I've made on booktube and just like the overall booktube community. I made my first booktube friends in 2014, the year that I started my channel, and I'm still friends with a lot of them today. It started off with us wanting to do like read-alongs and live show discussions together, and then from there we created the biannual bibliothon. If you watched my channel from like 2015 to 2018, you've definitely heard of the biannual bibliothon, and it is one of my proudest booktube accomplishments thus far. It was just an absolutely amazing readathon full of reading challenges and video challenges. I would spend all year planning the 2 yearly readathons with my friends, and we had such a blast together. In like the first year of us making the biannual bibliothon, the majority of the hosts, we all got to go to VidCon together, and it was just like 7 of us girls staying in the same room together, and we just spent a week in California really like meeting and hanging out for the first time all together. Red from Little Red Reader, who was also a part of that biannual bibliothon group, she came to visit me for a full week in New York, and we just got to spend the whole time hanging out, and it was such a great time. And then I've also seen Momo from the Booktube Girl quite a few times because she's been to New York, but like she lives in Australia. Like, can you believe that I've been able to hang out with my friend who lives in Australia that I met on YouTube? I visited her when she was living in Cape May, and she visited me, and then we both happened to be traveling to London at the same time, and we got to spend like 4 days in London together. In 2016, I traveled to Chicago to go to Book Expo for the first time, where I stayed with my friends again, and that was where I really solidified even more friendships in the booktube community, and I grew a lot closer to so many other creators for the first time. I've also been to Charleston twice for Y'all Fest, and I'd really like to go again sometime soon, but like I just have so many trips where I get to hang out with these people that I met on the internet because we talk about books, and they are the most important people in my life. Oh my gosh, at Book Expo Chicago, I literally went to get what are sort of like matching tattoos with my friends. We don't actually have the same tattoos, but we went together, and we've done that like 2 other times now too. So many of the things that are now permanent on my body, I will always associate with my booktube friends. An extra special trip was when I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter with a couple of my booktube friends, and we spent literally just 4 days at Hogwarts together. That one is especially meaningful because it was like my first like real trip with friends that wasn't booktube related. It wasn't for a book convention or VidCon or anything of that sort. Like, we just went because we wanted to hang out together and experience the Wizarding World together. Going back to the biannual bibliothon, because I kind of skipped ahead, but regarding like the video challenges, I've made some amazing like videos that I will cherish for the rest of my life as a part of the biannual bibliothon. Yes, so many of those skits and whatnot I have made are cringy, and they're awkward and uncomfortable, but they truly challenged me as a creator, and I'm going to look back on them as like, look at these funny little videos I made when I was younger that actually took so much work and I put my heart and soul into. So yes, the fact that I've been able to make connections with people from all over the country and all over the world who we met just because we made similar videos or talked about similar books but now they are literally my best friends that I talk to every day, and I don't know what I'd do without. Being able to go to book signings and conventions and meet the people that watch my videos is so amazing. I truly look forward to absolutely every opportunity that I get to meet you guys, whether it is at like BookCon, at a local signing, sometimes when I run into you guys just like around my hometown in public, and also some of the wildest experiences of hosting meetups in London and Paris and having so many people show up just to like hang out and chat because you watch my videos. It is just amazing. The support and love and sense of unity I feel from making these videos it's mind-blowing. And so the last thing that I really love about BookTube is the way that it has changed my life as a reader. Now, my life as a booktuber and my life as a reader are pretty tied together, as I discovered BookTube maybe like 2 months after I really got into reading. I mean, I've been a reader since I was a kid, but the way that I value books now is very tied to BookTube. And you know, that originates with the fact that watching booktubers was the first way I was able to interact with people about reading, to then making my own videos about the books that I read, and then meeting other friends who read the same books. I get like all of my book recommendations from BookTube now. Like, I almost always have heard of a book before someone can even mention it to me, because I've seen other people on BookTube talking about it. There's so many favorite series and favorite books of all time that I literally never would have stumbled across if I wasn't watching BookTube. Honestly, I think it's fair to say that like 98% of the books I have read since 2014 are because of BookTube. So to say it kind of shaped my reading life is a pretty big understatement. BookTube also pushes me to read more. Like, I definitely don't think I would have the same motivation to read if I didn't have the reason to talk about them with you guys and to make videos about them. So I definitely still be reading, but I would not be reading anywhere near as much or as many books as I do now. Okay, we're gonna pop on some falsies and put on some lipstick and finish out this video. Alrighty, well, this is my completed look, and that really concludes this get ready with me on why I love BookTube. In the comments below, whether you are a BookTube watcher or a BookTube yourself, I would love to know what you love about BookTube. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for a new one. Bye!